think this is not quite aligned, but it'll have to do. Well, it is aligned, but like this is smaller than the aspect ratio is a little fucked. Can't explain it. Tide goes in, tide goes out. You can't explain that. So what the fuck is this? I don't think in all the time I've ever seen this game, which is not that much, I've ever seen a Necro player. But Necro, I think Necro came in this game, or he might actually. I think he's actually a new generation character. Now I think about it. I think he's been there since the beginning. This is the game where, yes, this is Second Impact. This is the game where Sean is a top tier. Oh, the Shadow forward throw. I think all three Shadows have that. Akuma's not in this game yet. Well, he is, but he's not playable. Second Impact only has boss mode Akuma. Third Strike does not have boss mode Akuma, only has playable version. Neat. I don't even know if like the boss mode Shin Akuma is in the game code of Third Strike. The secret boss of Third Strike is Q. So Sean's pretty neat in this game. First of all, you can see that his Super 3 is actually a 2-bar super. And its meter is a little bit shorter too. But it's not really any worse. And in fact, it's actually better because he's got better confirms into it. So it's kind of his best super by a long shot. That confirm already exists in Third Strike. But he can TC into his super as well. And he can do like the low short low jab, which I think he can also do in Third Strike. And I think he has another one too. But like his confirms are okay. His buttons are better. Like that Shutter Low Forward is really bad in Third Strike, but in this game it's like a fine Shutter Low Forward. It's not really any worse than like his other. Whoa, Goki. Maybe I lied. Maybe there is a playable Goki. Well, I don't know. This might be console version. We'll wait till we see a air fireball and then we'll know. That dive kick. He hasn't actually done an air fireball yet. Nope, that's a regular ass Akuma. I lied. I don't know anything about this game. I thought he wasn't playable. Ibuki's also top tier in this game. In fact, Ibuki in Second Impact is probably the strongest a character ever was in all three versions of Street Fighter 3. Yeah, Ibuki, if you tech a throw second, and then Ibuki supers, she hits you before you recover from teching the throw. Because it's like, you're -2 if you tech the throw second. And I think it's -2, and then Ibuki super like covers that distance in that time. What is this lockdown? I haven't really seen that much Akuma in this game either. Obviously, since I didn't think he was in it. That looked like a little chain that I don't think she has in Third Strike. Some of the chains changed quite a lot, particularly Hugo. Universal overheads are better. It's a lot easier in Second Impact to just get a universal overhead and combo out of it. Nice. This is the really good super. It's insanely fast, and then you can get full combos out of it. He missed the full combo, though. He would have stunned, for sure. Oh, why that super? Pretty much every Sean normal got pretty... Oh, it's down, down... I think it's down, down, medium kick? Or it might be down, down... I forget. There's a weird input for universal overhead in this game that was changed to be more standard. That back fierce builds meter really fucking fast, and there's a trick to make it build meter even faster. It might just be stand fierce, but no, it might just be stand fierce. But if you Kara, like, some button, I think it's like stand strong, stand fierce, you get the meter build for both of them. So Sean literally builds meter like twice as fast as every other character. Wake up super. It's pretty strong super. The fact that it doesn't cost very much, and the fact that there are more ways to combo into it, makes it pretty good. It was a reversal getting stuffed. You don't get to see this game very often, and this is like 50 minutes of footage. So we're gonna enjoy this. I can build that bar. It's weird that that was in all versions of Street Fighter 3, because that's one of the things that people complain about the most. Well, the thing is, most people complain about it because it's very shared among the top tiers. It's not that it's really that busted. Alright, that was like a different back throw for Necro. I guess this is a Kuso Cup tier game. Second Impact is not like Alpha 2. There aren't that many reasons to want to play Second Impact. Wow, that traded. To want to play Second Impact over Third Strike. If you like Sean, that's a reason, I guess. That universal overhead. He really tried to whiff punish a low forward with Super. Thought that was way different too. Nice. Sand Fierce, raw Super. I didn't even know about that one. This game soundtrack is pretty nice, yeah. The little ways it's different, man. Ibuki is quite common in this game. Sean is quite common in this game. I think Dudley too. They're like the top tiers. There's fewer characters too. I think Third Strike added 5 characters. Makoto, Remy, Chun-Li, someone. And because of that, like, this game has a pretty small roster, because Third Strike already only has like 19. Remy, Chun-Li, Makoto, Q, 12. That's it. 5 characters. None of these guys are in this game. I don't remember if it was New Generation or Second Impact when they... I don't remember what the last game was that had the air forward parry. But if you air forward parry in one of them, or maybe both, you get like a bounce off parry, which is way less useful than the down parry. I think both Ryu and Ken are pretty good in this game, yeah. Ken was definitely like high tier in this game, I know that for sure. Ken is literally like the same almost. Ryu has 2 charges of Denjin, which is kind of weird and notable and cool. So I think Denjin... Oh, just raw universal overhead on crouching opponent links to super. He got a close roundhouse into nothing. There's probably more that you can do there. Ibuki doesn't have that much health, but like, Jesus Christ. God, Ken can already link Shippu off of everything. I wonder if Akuma's Kennen met Sean. We're not seeing that many parries. Yet these players seem to know what they're doing. That throw went really far. Was it always 2-button throws in the Street Fighter 3 series? I don't remember. I feel like Second Impact might have had 1-button throws. But I might be tripping balls. Street Fighter style, 1-button throw. Whoa, reversal medium Tatsu, hard Tatsu. With punish. I find it kind of curious that the Akuma players we've seen have been running Super 3. Akuma's Japanese. There are extremely dark-skinned Asian people. Akuma looks like one of them. Technically speaking, Akuma and Goken are full brothers. So I guess we can assume that whatever makes Akuma's skin look kind of dark is also whatever made his fucking eyes look red. Maybe it's just from the fact that he's homeless. He's out in the sun all the time. He's got a deep tan. There's no human way that that was the correct punish. That was probably only like 1 or 2 parries. That was like a really garbage chip out. Like, why would he not do TP into super? Sean is half Japanese, half Brazilian. The stage looks so much like a fucking Darkstalker stage. It's Necro stage. It's a Russian train. But it just looks ripped right out of Vampire Savior. In Third Strike, apparently, I haven't actually ever confirmed this, but I've heard it from several people. Not all stages are the same width. That's really, really obvious if you look at Gil's stage, but apparently even outside of Gil's stage, like, I think Ken and Alex's stage is supposed to be pretty wide, Elena's stage is supposed to be pretty narrow, stuff like that. Like, they're all, like, kind of close, but they're different widths. This stage, whenever I see it, it looks really wide or really skinny. I don't know if it's just me, but it looks like a pretty skinny stage. Maybe it's just me. Necro's pretty neat. That walk speed, though, I feel like it gets better in Third Strike. Mobility was... They just went crazy with mobility, and there's the parry. They went crazy with mobility in Third Strike. They wanted every character to be able to zip around. Even the music is kind of like Vampire Savior-ish. Did that hit 3 times? Wait, what was that? Was that a drill? That looked like a drill. Was I tripping? Dude, his drill hit 3 times. All drills are always 2 hits in Third Strike, I think. I guess it just has hits until he lands. Nice parry. Bad punish. I guess he's crouching for the recovery of that. They kind of standardized that a bit in Third Strike. There's less moves that you're crouching in the recovery of, but they still exist. That's quite punishable in Third Strike. Looks like it's still quite punishable in this game. It's kind of tricky. You can mash it for different amounts. If you fully mash it, it's quite easy to punish. If you mash it just a little bit, then it's also pretty easy to punish. But if you mash it a little bit, if you mash it like some, and someone's expecting it to mash all the way, they can potentially miss the punish. Akuka. It shouldn't have been that hard to add in the second impact stages, but I don't know. I really like Aura stage. I've played Second Impact, but the only match I played in Second Impact is Aura versus Urian, because the only time I ever played it was me against Cruz. Keikaku, get it right. Keikaku means playing. That fierce animation, that fierce hitbox. That's only his close fierce in Third Strike, and also it's shittier in general. This fucking dive kick is so fucking oppressive. It looks better than twin dive kick in Third Strike. Having your jump in get parried is not that bad compared to like most other stuff, especially if it's a character who doesn't punish like a launch or something like that. You get him? That missed his last hit, but that was still pretty good. Look at all this blocking, what the fuck? What if he just DP'd? You think Sean would have been in parry mode? I'm really surprised there was as much blocking as that. Was he really outside the range of like a parry chip kill? I mean a DP chip kill? Third Strike Akuma could definitely have just DP'd to kill there. This is fucking retarded. Dude, this is some oppressive ass dive kicking. Oh, he missed. Crouching opponent. Force stand is not technically a thing yet. It's more that it's not like standardized. This is like the first game that even had the idea of force stand. Different moves have different, and they put the opponent in different real states. And the different real states can sometimes get hit like by attacks that with high hitboxes or not. But the thing is, like, there's no flag for like can't hit crouching opponents or anything like that. Akuma's dive kick is okay. It's minus, but it's usually not punishable in Street Fighter V. But it can fuck with certain anti-airs. If a character only has like anti-air normals, like if you're fighting like a meterless like Kareen, it's actually like it can fuck her up pretty hard. It's like almost impossible to space it. It is possible to space it, but if you space it, you can't combo out of it generally. So, but the thing is, like, because it's impossible to space it, they balance it around like the bad spacing. It's pretty much the same deal as Nikali's. So it's generally like minus, but it's rarely, if ever, punishable. This dive kick looks retarded. I've never seen this. I did not know that like Akuma's dive kick was this overpowering. Even with dive kick spam in Third Strike, like if someone's being that obvious about it, you can just parry it for free. Like a parried dive kick is still like punishable by like a button. I'm kind of weirded out that like everyone's being this timid about trying to parry it. There must be something about parries I don't know in Second Impact. Neat. He did the air super. That still exists in Third Strike. People don't pick that super very often. The air version does a little bit more damage than the ground version. I think he got him. Did not get the last hit. Last hit's the strongest one, but not by a super generous margin. You cannot angle those fireballs. They always go the same distance. I don't think Akuma's dive kick can cross up, but I could be wrong. I've never seen it cross up. Look at that meter build! Even that really high connect jump hard kick looked to be plus. That can link, I think. We didn't see it there, but I'm pretty sure it's possible. You can do close hard kick and then link low forward. Especially if it's meaty. Standing links are very, very rare in Third Strike. There were more of them in this game. Literally, links in Third Strike are so rare that there's like there's a video called Link Combo Encyclopedia that's got just about all of them. It's not only like, not only can you make a video that's like all links, but it's not even like a super long video. It's like 10 minutes long. And it's not even all links. It's like links and combos. But most characters only have like a few. Aura only has one, and it's useless. He can link close jab into far short, and it's a one-frame link, and you can't do anything from far short at all. Aura gets a bunch of E-Has stones up though. All of a sudden you can do links galore. You can link some really weird stuff if you've got stones and you get like a good connect. The really obvious one that works with 3 or 5 stone and works all the time is stand short, stand forward, which then combos into command grab. And then the really, really strong one that's really busted, I don't think it works in 3 stone, unless it's meaty. But universal overhead into stand strong links in 5 stone. That works on everyone except Oro, Chun-Li, and Elena. So you've got like low short stand strong and universal overhead stand strong, and those it's pretty hard to react between them. So he's got like launcher into, he's got like low into launcher and overhead into launcher. Stones make the overhead safer too. Just trying to hit the recovery of that. That was pretty desperate, but you know, he probably would have won if it hit. I just got a Steam message. Who is it? Chat's frozen faggot. Okay. That was weird. Twitch doesn't normally do that. Yeah, it was frozen. Damn. Look at all these words. I guess it'd been a little while since anyone said anything. This is a twin. Yana's supposed to... That's Yang's role. The twins in New Generation were literally the same character. Like World Warrior, Ryu, and Kentir. In Second Impact, they introduced a bunch of changes between them, but they still have more shared moves than they have now. They still have a bunch of shared moves. Like, the palms are pretty damn similar. Yang's goes farther, which is better and worse. And they have a completely shared command grab. But in this game, they've got their... Yan doesn't have his up kicks yet, I don't think. He's got Yang's roll instead. Yang has the Rekkas. And Yun has the shoulder, I think. I don't remember if the shoulder exists yet. The dash punch definitely does. That's not a bus, dude. That's a boat. Oh. He low parry to stand jab. That still works in third strike. Oh, he got it. It was grounded connect. Why is this Ken running Super 2 anyway? That can't be good. I like how he parried that that starter, the shoulder into Geneijian, and he still didn't super. He hit like fucking stand hard kick. Grounded fireballs that are just being blocked. That might. Oh, I was gonna say that might be guaranteed. In third strike, that probably would have been a punish for the raw Genei. Genei is more and less busted than in third strike. He can do some stuff that he can't do in later games. Dude, it's an Oro. Like, he has some infinites on certain characters, I think. Using a tart combo that he doesn't have anymore. An air tart combo. But the third strike Geneijian combos have been a lot more explored. So they're probably more busted than the Geneijian combos ever were in this game. But, like, theoretically, this game has, like, some better ones, I think. Safe on parry? Jesus Lord, that's awful. Still better than blocking it, I guess. Not really. I mean, parrying is mainly taking on a risk to potentially get a punish. Well, so Oro's kind of whack. I actually know a lot about him. Chicken combo kind of exists, but you'd never... Ooh, he's running stones. Universal overhead. There are no EX supers at all. That doesn't exist yet. So that stones kind of has the best of both worlds for the non-EX and EX stones of later games. Later, third strike. It can get like a kind of infinite juggle going, and also it like lasts a really long time. Let me see. He's only got one jump arc. Super jumps don't exist yet, and he's got his super jump arc basically permanently. Chicken combo works from a jump in stomp, but it doesn't work off a grounded opponent. I think it might on like one character. I think it works in the corner. Neat. So his combo options and his meter build are a lot more limited in this game. There's still a lot of nice features of him. His neutral is not so different except for his shitty jump. Oh my god. Give Necro close normals. That's a very common sequence in this game and in third strike. It's safe. The drill is safe. The hook punch is safe. Whoa! Medium DP only got one hit. And then Necro's punished for shitty. That parry timing was way different than it would have been in third strike. It was really far apart. The thing about the dive kick is that the hits, that was 3 hits too. And they all comboed. That's probably punish. The thing about the dive kick is the hits are really close together unless they're parried, in which case they're really far apart. Like farther apart than you would expect. Whoa, that hitbox. Why did that not juggle? This should kill? Not actually. He could have done... In third strike, you would have been able to do an immediate second super to combo from the first one. I think that's the only mid-screen combo. I don't even know if that works in this game, though. That's probably a punish knowing Ken. The hook punches are minus, I think, and as a general rule, if something is minus, can make you hate your life. That back throw is different. They like swap the animation of like the forward throw and the back throw. Horror stage is cool. Look at all the animals. Would you like to meet my pets, or are you too injured? All of Oro's pets have like the same glowing eyes that he has. I don't know what that means. The dog, the parrot, got some cats. Is that a second dog? That was neat. I think that was the mid-air high parry. Trying to wait out that stone time. Neat. This is Oro's stage. He lives in the mountains of Brazil, in a cave. And he's lived there since he was approximately 90. And he is approximately 140 now. From what I know of Third Strike Aura, and from what I know of like this game's Aura, Aura seems like he would be very low tier in this game. I don't know about bottom, but like there's like almost no reason to play him in this game compared to Third Strike. Almost everything that makes him strong is gone. I don't think Aura has anything to do with the truck. The stage you're on is just in Brazil. They wanted a stage that wasn't specifically Aura's stage or specifically Sean's stage, because they did all the characters from the same country, they have the same stage. Jump cancel parry. Never heard of that. It's possible. Wonder if it has invincibility. In Third Strike it's throw invincible, but not hit invincible. Give Alm a sword. I haven't given anyone a sword in a while. Alm is probably the most responsible of everyone here. I like the fireball into stones. That's kind of cool. See the stone block the fireball? They do that even in Third Strike. Doing jumping EX Tatsu on Aura. That's true. Ibuki, Ryu, and Makoto do all have their own stages. Well, Ibuki's is like kind of like Akuma's, I think. But Ryu and Makoto do. Whatever, Japan. Or all the shared stages are still different. Oro and Sean have the same map, but it's got different lighting and stuff. Sean and Ken have the same map, but it's... I mean, Sean and Ken. Alex and Ken have the same map, but it's got different lighting in Third Strike. Hey, look at it. That's what happens when you try and do chicken combo in this game. It's what happens when you try and do chicken combo on, like, twins. Everyone's a twin in this game. Everyone has the twin juggle boxes when it comes to a chicken combo. You can't do them on grounded opponents, but you can get them on mid-air opponents, and you can also do jump and stomp into them, and you can also do it in the corner. It's literally exactly the way you juggle twins with stomp. Here's everyone in this game. I don't actually care about the pastas, you guys are nub. Every time I see this pastas, I'm just like, yo, this is pretty funny, I haven't seen that one. I hate that. That happens to me in Third Strike sometimes. When you block a Shoto sweep and then you hit same medium kick and it whiffs. It's just like, no. Or I can punish Shoto sweep with an uppercut, but you take your life into your hands every time you do it. I think it works at most ranges, but it's not like I've fucked around with it that much. It's too risky. Three hits, dude. That's really strange. New generation where you can jump cancel parries with a video. I do want to see this. I'm seeing a lot of mid-air parry. Is that what you mean? Mid-air forward parry bounces off. Mid-air low parry is more like the third strike one. But these aren't jump cancel parries yet. It's just there's two different air parries. I thought you meant like a ground one. That's good footage though, because I was talking about that earlier. I guess that was removed for this game. The air momentum on parry, like air parries, wasn't really fixed until third strike. In third strike, it's pretty much perfect. Like if you block an anti-air attack, your momentum slows such that unless it was like a last frame anti-air attack, you'll generally be able to get like a jump in hard button. Why would we mod a poo when he's literally in here posting the dank pastas you guys want to ban? Yeah. The Gane. The baby Gane combos are like the only combos in this game. I mean, there's still like a decent amount of stuff you can do with Gane. I think you can do repeated up kicks too. You can do repeated shoulders. You can do like button into dash punch, button into dash punch. I think all the voice actors were swapped from second impact to third strike. I think they all had the same voices in NG and 2i, but in 3S they like swapped everyone. The Dudley's voice actor is he's all right. It's different, but the third strike Dudley voice actor is probably one of my favorite VAs in any video game. Oh, he could have killed for sure there. Oh! Oh my god, these attacks just falling out. I'm surprised we haven't seen a Dudley yet. Dudley has some really he's got some really janky infinites. Alex has a really, really thick Brooklyn accent. Bit like Falco Lombardi. It's kind of annoying. I'm okay with fucking Alex being a New Yorker. I like that a lot. But, he sounds kind of... I don't know how to say. Kind of nasally. The third strike voice is pretty great. Second impact voice is kind of annoying. I don't know if it's actually a jump in. I don't know if it's an actual target combo that Yun has, or if it's just his jump roundhouse animation. We haven't seen this Yun do like jump roundhouse at all, I don't think. He's got like a 2-hit air button, where it might be a TC. Nice. Challenging those jump ins. Michael Jackson. What shoulder was that? Oh, the right one. Camille looks annoying as fuck to fight. He probably still has low as shit health in this game. The lockdown from those fireballs. I'm surprised John hasn't tried to shoulder through them. In third strike, you'd be able to shoulder through something like this. Is that Urian's ugly ass face? I think they did a really, really good job with Urian's facial expressions and also like demeanor in Street Fighter 5. Ugh. Urian in Second Impact is, I don't know. I don't remember if partitioning exists yet. Third Strike changed quite a lot mechanically. More than like the difference between Second Impact and Third Strike is like the difference between like vanilla and Ultra Street Fighter 4. It's like a pretty big fucking jump. It's like maybe bigger than that. Yeah, I don't know. I've never seen that was Jump on Us. Okay, so it's like an OTC. Um, I don't know about mirror in this game at all. That throw animation was different. He did his back throw animation. He swapped sides, then did his back throw animation. So I think characters might have multiple forward throws and multiple back throws in this game. I think that's what's going on here. And that's because it's one button throw game. So like if you do towards medium kick and towards medium punch, you're going to get two different throws. Like Street Fighter 2. Alpha 3 had two button throws. Alpha 1 and Alpha 2 are both one button throw games, I think. Whoa, the roll! I forgot about that. Akuma has the roll in this game. I think he has it in... Alpha? I don't remember. Ken has it in Alpha for sure. Sean has it in Third Strike, but Akuma actually doesn't have it in Third Strike. Urian was seen to be low tier for a really long time in Third Strike. It wouldn't surprise me at all if he was low tier in this game. Dudley's supposed to be about second or not third, I think. Dudley's generally regarded to be like third best character in this game, but he's supposed to be like the fourth or I think the fifth generally. Dudley's supposed to be like the fifth best character in Street Fighter in Third Strike, and you don't see that many players of Dudley, even then. Dudley's just not a super popular character to play. It's not like he's hyper technical or anything either. Tier and like amount played don't necessarily mesh up. Popularity. There are plenty of relatively strong characters who see very few players, such as Rufus, and then relatively played characters that aren't very strong, such as Q. Dudley is like middling with Ken. Ken is almost certainly better. They're strong for really, really similar reasons. Ken is a little bit better against the top tiers. Ken is probably a little bit better in general, but they're really close. They're both like neutral warriors with like really good abusable Loki and high damage. Dudley's Oki is barely better because he's got his overhead I think is a smidge faster and his whoa, that hit. He's got the rose as well. But Ken is kind of more general. Like Dudley has some kind of weird little traits about him. He's got a good selection of normals, probably the best in all Third Strike besides maybe Chun-Li. But every now and then he'll like have nothing to do, like in a lot of scenarios. Like here's one that I know pretty well. If you block a max range like command grab from Oro as Dudley has to do like ducking super to punish it. That's like the only way to punish it. He can't punish it with EX or without like any meter at all. The roll again. That was 100% gimmick. It worked though. I think Ken's pretty easy either way. That being said, the really strong stuff Ken has doesn't really follow from the really easy stuff. Ken's really strong when you can unlock like Shippu off of a bunch of random scenarios, which is not really how you play the rest of Ken. A pink Sean. Dan color. That sweep. That's so much better than the side strike sweep. I think Sean's normals in this game are generally slightly better than the other shadows. Look at that link. Close roundhouse, crouch forward. That's the one I talked about earlier. And in third strike, all his normals are generally way worse than other shadows. I don't know pink Sean's input, dude. It's probably hard punch. Thinking this Akuma looks bad, but not fucking ST Akuma. Alpha 3 Akuma is pretty bullshit too. Alpha 3 Akuma is as soon as I activate Vism, say goodbye to half your health even if you block perfectly. Jump back roundhouse as an ATR. I respect that. I think cancel windows are really long in second impact. I think that's like mechanically like a thing that's true for a lot of different moves. Like Chun-Li's low forward, like super long cancel window. That's plus I think in this game. Chun-Li's super delayed cancel low forward in third strike. That's like a thing that most characters have in second impact, I think. Trying to chip out. Smart. That's a hard parry. Don't feel bad for Sean players, they just moved to Ken. It's not a big deal. Sean didn't really have anything. Like, you're not really missing out. Like, most of the things that make Sean interesting, Ken does. Like, all the things that make Sean good in this game are still, like, Ken tools. Like, Ken can still do that. Maybe not, he doesn't have that button, but you know. Things similar to that. Damn. That Hyper Tornado, dude. It's probably his worst super in third strike. It's his best by far in this game. The other two are okay too, I guess, but they're mostly the same. A lot of things that look like they would hit in third strike are not hitting. Oh, but I was saying the cancel window is really long. I think that Sean can literally do like stand roundhouse, low forward, and then react to low forward, getting the link or not, and then super. Like stuff like that. The thing about second impact is the time between second impact and third strike was like below 1 year, or it was like right around 1 year. And the time between third strike and now is like, you know, 18 years. Oh, that whiff punish. So of course there's going to be a shit ton of footage of third strike compared to second impact. Also, most characters only like started to shine with a really unique playstyle in third strike, and third strike also has way better balance than second impact. A lot of people look at third strike and they're like, wow, this is really neat. A lot of the low tier characters are shining, and it's like, no, they're not low tier characters. That's the whole point. This game is actually way more stagnant than third strike is. Way fewer viable characters. There's just fewer characters in general, so there's less variety in, like, you know, in gameplay. And the characters that are in the game are a little bit more samey than in third strike, where more was done to differentiate them. It's just different balance, but it's worse balance. But people like it because it's different, showing them shit they haven't seen. Nice. Classic third strike. Stage is really cool. Does Yang have Rekkas yet? I'm starting to second guess myself. That might have been a third strike development. Yang might still have the dash punch in this game. cool combo. Fun fact, there's a character in the first Street Fighter game called Lee. And I think the twins are his two kids. And Gen is, I think, his dad. So Yan and Yang are the grandchildren. I think it might be grandnephews. But I think grandchildren. Yan and Yang are the grandchildren of Gen. Fun fact. Gen has two fighting styles. What is it? So style and Ki style? Something like that. It's something that seems to be loosely based on Mantis and something that seems to be loosely based on Crane. And a lot of Yun's animations are kind of Crane-ish, and a lot of Yang's animations are kind of Mantis-ish. It is implied that Gen taught his two kids his two fighting styles, his two grandkids. One each. Oh, it dropped. Ah, it dropped. He for sure had like a light shoulder into super there. I like how he whiffed a normal on that punish and then still got the punish. One of Yun's win quotes in Street Fighter 4 is, I gotta get home soon or Gramps is gonna kill me. Every time I read that, I laugh. Bring twins back. Capcom keeps on being nervous to bring twins back because they're, like, strong. But they're so cool. They're fun and they make games fun. There's a lot of lore with Gen I'm not really clear on. I think it's been implied a few times that Gen was the one who killed Chun-Li's dad, or was at least involved, or at least he knows the true story of what happened to Chun-Li's dad. Chun-Li spent a pretty good amount of time in the first few games thinking Bison killed her father. I like the notion that all people in China know each other. V trigger changes one to the other, you mean V skill? You get one chance to swap them. They should just bring twins to two characters. Let's not fuck around with the one character thing. Unless it's Honda Hakan. Whew. I hope Gen's very sorry about it. I don't know that. Capcom probably just forgot. Yona's pretty sick in this game, to be honest. He looks a bit more active than Third Strike. Or maybe it's just that Third Strike at a very high level is frequently played with the very scummy strats. And this is a meme tournament. So players tend to play passive when they're trying really hard to win. Only approach in Ganejin, otherwise walk back and Whifflo strong. Can't see where Link is. I guess I'll click on it. Oh, I killed my own father. You don't see me crying about it. Bison has the best writing in every fucking media. There's like a 3D ride of Street Fighter. Oh shit, this video's over. There's a 3D ride of Street Fighter that was made. I don't know if it's fucking real or, well, I mean it's definitely real, but I don't know if it was like licensed by Capcom at any point. But there's a scene where Ken and Ryu show up at the Shadaloo base, and Ryu I think says, "Bison, I'll rip out your heart," and Bison replies, "I don't have a heart." Fucking perfect. Hold on, let me find some more footage.